Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to understand some of the important concepts in REST API. For sample example, I have added a screenshot from Postman, which is a popular API testing tool. So let's get started with the important concept in REST API. We are going to cover four important concepts like idempotency, safe, cache, and versioning. Let us understand the first concept, idempotency. Idempotent methods can be called multiple times with same input and it produces same result. Example, if we are having a get request and we are hitting it multiple times, then we are going to get same result. So what we can say, get is an idempotent. We are going to see different methods which are idempotent in the later slide. The second concept is of safe. Basically, safe methods doesn't modify the resource in server side. So that means if any API is safe, then it won't be modifying the resource in the server side. We are going to see which methods are safe and which methods are idempotent in the next slide. So most of the common methods which we have are head, options, get, post, put, patch, and delete. From this table, we can see some of them are idempotent and some of them are safe. Basically, head is an both idempotent and safe. Option is both idempotent and safe method. Get method is both idempotent and safe. Post method is not idempotent and is not safe. Put method is idempotent but not safe. Patch is idempotent, patch is not idempotent and is not safe. Delete is idempotent but is not safe. So if we take the example of, say for example, delete, no matter how many times you hit the endpoint for the delete method, you are going to get the same result. But this result is only going to change once it is clicked or hit once, and after that you are going to get the same response. So only once the response is going to change, and afterwards if you hit it multiple times it is not going to change. So that's why delete is idempotent but is not safe. So here we can see, like if we are going to hit the endpoint which is a get request, and in this URL, in this endpoint, which is, you can also use it for your testing purpose, you can see that no matter how many times you hit this endpoint with get method, you are going to get the same output again and again. So the next important concept is caching. So caching stores copies of frequently accessed data in several places along the request response path. So why we need caching? Caching basically has the ability to store the copies of frequently accessed data in several places along the request response path, and the REST APIs are cacheable. It is one of its architectural constraint. When a client requests some resources, the request first goes through the cache and then to the server. The next important concept is versioning. Basically, versioning helps us in to iterate faster when the needed changes are identified in the APIs. A versioning strategy allows clients to continue using the existing REST APIs and migrate their application to the newer API when they are ready. Change is an API is inevitable as our knowledge and experience of system improve. So, if we are featuring any particular, you can say, feature in any particular API, then we can track that what particular feature was released in any particular version, and this will help us to track down the requirements or maybe the issues which are happening in any particular version or from when it started happening. So that's why versioning is also very crucial when you are designing the REST APIs architecture. We need to keep that in mind. If versioning is not there, then maybe we are not able to pinpoint properly when the issue started or when was the feature released. So the REST API version forms the part of the base URL for REST request. Example, if we take into consideration this particular endpoint, then we can see version 3.1 backslash name backslash USA is the endpoint where we have the version v 3.1. So by looking at this endpoint, we can say that it is in the current 3.1 version, and whatever features are there, maybe if you are documenting all these versioning features and bugs that you are getting, you will be easily able to identify what features or what particular functionality was released within this endpoint or within this version. The version number is used to isolate client from changes to the REST API that might be introduced in future release. So from this screenshot, we can see if we are hitting this get request, get method request, and this is the endpoint which was highlighted previously, then we can see we are getting this response. Maybe in different version of this endpoint, we are getting some other response. So it helps us easily identifying that what particular feature was released with the version of the endpoint. It is crucial for us to understand all these concepts so that it helps us in testing the REST APIs in an easier and better way, and we are not assuming anything. So basically, these concepts help in creating better architecture of the REST API. Follow my channel, like and share this video if you want to know more about the emerging technologies and if you want to increase your skill in software testing and software development like Safil. See you in the next video. Thanks.